Just think back. Just really think back. From now, take a step back and just think. Do you remember something they call the NSAS protest? You remember that? And you remember how many people that died during this NSAS protest? Do you remember? The properties that were vandalized, how people lost their businesses during this NSAS. What was the remedy? What was the remedy? Were people brought to book? Nope. Were businesses reimbursed for their damages? Nope. Can you think of other things that happened? Just this whole period, this whole 4 years, think back, other things that happened. Do you remember the coronavirus? That coronavirus, do you remember that? Do you remember how the palliatives were supposed to be shared and they were not shared? Or they were shared to some people and they were not shared to other people? You remember that? That was a time where we saw that there is no plan for this country. That was that time where we realized that this country is run like a market woman runs her petty business. Let's not get into that. But here we are again, another election, and we are going to select people that will govern us for the next 4 years. You see, what I've come to understand is a very disturbing thing I've seen. I've come to realize that our politicians are more loyal to their political party than to the country. Just let it sink in. They are more loyal to their political party than to the country. For them, it doesn't matter how horrible the leader does. It doesn't matter how horrible whoever president or whatever does. It doesn't matter. As long as that person finishes tenure and can regain that seat again, they're okay. Listen, let me say it again because this is easily misunderstood. Our politicians are more loyal to the group they belong than to the country. What they care about is their group maintaining power. That's the most important thing to them, their group maintaining power. Not how the president that they put in office performs. You understand? The president can do all manner of rubbish. As long as he can get into that seat again, they will back the president. And that is how a country sinks to the bottom. That's what brought us here today. How we have sunk to the bottom. Why? Because our allegiance is not to the country we call our own. It's allegiance to a political party because we are out of power. And it's the political party that can give us that power. It's the vehicle to achieve that power. So we're loyal to the political party. So no matter what the leadership is, doesn't concern the politicians. If you like, people will be starving to death every day. It's none of their business. All they know is they want their political group to be on top. They want their political group to climax, to take out the other political parties. And that is why when Tinubu won APC, you could hear in his speech that they are going to make sure that PDP does not exist again. Clear out PDP. And when there is no opposition party, then no matter how bad they do, they will still select a leader to go into politics to represent them after 8 years, to select another leader from their party to represent them. So that is something I realized. And that is very, very disturbing, bro. It's disturbing. I tell you that. Very disturbing.